both during your run in WCW and WWE, as we've been talking about a little bit here, you manage a number of individual wrestlers and a number of tag teams as well. And all of them are different, and I'm sure they carry a very special place with you. Which wrestlers did you find then would become as successful as they would be at the end of their careers?
Well, I would have to say, basically, there were a few guys that I managed that were not able to, be successful. But I started with the Skyscrapers, Danny Spivey, Sid Vicious, who became to have great careers in professional wrestling. After that, they were a great team to manage too. And after them, of course, with Butch Reed and Ron Simmons, man, just outstanding when I had Doom. Mm-hmm. And so we was able to make a good accomplishment. They were the first African-American World Tag Team Champions, so, we were really proud about that. Went on to Johnny B. Bad, Mark Mero. Was real entertaining. In fact, I gave him the name Johnny B. Bad. They were going to call him, I think, Tutti Frutti, and we kind of decided that didn't sound too good, so we just came up with Johnny B. Bad. I had Ice Train, Scott Norton, Fire and Ice, and I also managed Ice Train as a single competitor. He was a nice guy to work with. Jim Powers, another kid that was nice to work with. Let's see, Joey Magg, I think he's deceased now, but I had a chance to manage him, hard work, Bobby Walker, just a whole line of people. But basically, and also the Undertaker, please, don't let me forget that, because the Undertaker, one of the nicest guys in this business. So I had a chance to manage him as Mean Marcellus before he went to work for New York, and it gave him the character The Undertaker. So, man, it was just quite a few guys I had the chance, had the opportunity to manage, and I don't regret any of them. I had a great time. I had a lot of fun more with Butch and Ron. They were just great guys, man. And, like I said, no regrets with nobody. I had a great time with everybody that I was able to manage. And then when I went to best, I had Mark Henry and Rodney Mack. Also, Mark Gentrek, the Reflection of Perfection. I also had Jazz, which is Rodney Mack's wife. I had a chance to manage them, man, and they were great to work with. And like I said, man, I just had a great time with everybody that I was able to walk out to the ring with. I got along with everybody.
That's always great to hear. Always great to hear good relationships in wrestling. A lot of times wrestling gets overshadowed by all the negativity. So anytime you can see anything positive like that. Now, you'd mentioned working with Undertaker when he was Mean Mark Callis back in the late 80s, I believe that was. Now, you had stuck with, if I got my timeline here right, you stuck with WCW a few years after the Undertaker had left for the World Wrestling Federation. Working with the Undertaker that early in his career, did you see something special in him that he would go on to become? I hate to quote WWE and call him it, but it's really what he's become, to become the phenom, and the phenomenal, just the icon that he's become with pro wrestling. He's one of the few that are synonymous with it.
Well, back in the day, my knowledge to the wrestling business wasn't as sharp as it is now. Right. So I didn't understand about looking at somebody to see whether they were going to go on to be successful or to be a big star. I didn't know. I hadn't learned that part of it. You know what I mean? Because nobody told me anything when I was coming up in professional wrestling. I learned everything by keeping my ears open and my mouth shut. And so, when you learn to do that, then, sometimes you can hear things that you're not supposed to hear. But a lot of times people will talk around you because they know you ain't going to say that, so they don't mind. Once they get used to you, they'll just freely talk. So, and another thing I was able to do, I learned a lot from, and Dusty Rhodes did this for me. They used to have production meetings every morning at TBS. And I was refereeing then, and I used to have to go downstairs to the cafeteria part, and I would go down and get hot cups of bouillon, soup, and coffee or whatever, and bring back up to all the guys that were in the production meeting. It might have been 7 or 8 people there. So I'd bring back hot cups of stuff to everybody so they'd have something to drink. And Dusty there was a couple of times that he would have me stay in the meeting. He would have me stand over in the wall right there and just wait in there for no reason at all. And I had no idea why he did that. I had no idea why I was even standing in there listening to all that. But then as I grew and as I continued to stay in the business, I learned then, I was like, okay, I got it. I know what, I understand now some of that stuff I heard. So, which made me be knowledgeable and helped me also with my character when I went to WWE. So, I was just able to to learn stuff on my own, man. So, I wasn't able to just see somebody to know whether they were going to be this big star. I didn't have no idea that they were building this guy to be this and building this guy to be the world champion. I know nothing about that. But I was always impressed with The Undertaker because, the thing that he does on the top rope, I think he got that from Don Jardine. He was the original spoiler. And if I'm correct, I think he trained The Undertaker. But, yeah, I was always impressed with Mark. I just, I had no idea he was going to come to Vince and be the big star that he became, but I'm certainly happy for him, and he deserves everything that he's got because he's worked hard for it, man. And I've seen this man go out and work when he's beat up and hurt, and, brother, he'll strap some braces on his legs and knees, and he'll go out there and he'll give you 100%. We had a pay-per-view one time, brother, and we was walking down. He was walking to the ring, and the pyro went off in his jacket. He caught on fire, okay, and he still went down and worked. So I'm telling you, he's a phenom. That's exactly right. That's exactly what he is.
I think I remember that. That was one of the chamber pay-per-views, right? I think if my memory is right.
Yeah, that's right. Elimination Chamber, right.
Now, just real quick tidbit I got to ask you. Were you shocked, or do you think that his streak should have ended when Brock beat him a couple years ago at WrestleMania?
Well, in my point, with him, I think he should be the guy to retire it. He should have retired it and not somebody defeat him for it. That's the way I feel about it. But I don't call the shots. I ain't the guy that make the decisions that would draw the money. But if it had been me, I would, just as soon as he, when Taker gets ready to retire, I don't know whenever that's going to be. He's always been a big help for Vince. He's always right there to come back for WrestleMania and stuff and help out in any way that he can. So whether he'll ever retire, who knows? But like I said, I would rather him retire the streak and not been defeated for it.